today, all my YouTubians out there in YouTube land. I am Original Asherella. This is my channel, Original Asherella. As you can see, I have my Smashing Pumpkins Melancholy. Let me do my best Vanna White here. My best, like, Barker's Beauty. Anyway, okay. My Smashing Pumpkins Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, like, banner, flag, tapestry, whatever thing you want to call it, up. And, you know, it is the artwork from Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. My backdrop lights here are doing their thing, and it actually looks pretty cool. I hadn't intended on hanging this and making it a permanent part of my set, but it looks pretty good, and I'm thinking about incorporating it in permanently. Maybe not, I don't know, let me know what you think, but I have it up because today I am going to be showing you guys some of my favorite Smashing Pumpkins and Billy Corgan memes and just little haha funny stuffs that I found on the internet, which is where I spend the majority of my free time. Before I get into that, like, you guys know all the intro stuff. Subscribe if you don't already subscribe. Leave me a like and a comment. Gently caress the notification bell and follow me on my socials. Okay, so I love the Smashing Pumpkins. Like, if you're new here, you might not know that, but if you've ever been here before, there's like a 95% chance that you know that I love the Smashing Pumpkins. Like, I say that if my heart had a voice, it would be that of William Patrick Corgan. They are my one and only all-time favorite band since I was a very, very little child. Like, I love the Smashing Pumpkins. They are the soundtrack of my life and will continue to be forever and always. Now, I've got a good sense of humor, so I can take, you know, some making fun of the things that I love. You know, I come across that on a lot of things all the time. I feel in extremes. So, like, when I like something, I really like it. So you cannot have a thin skin regarding things when you have, like, the emotional predisposition that I have. Okay? So, like I said, I'm going to be showing y'all some funny Smashing Pumpkins memes and just stuff. They're not all memes specifically, but just some kind of funny things. Okay. Alrighty, guys, so I'm going to try to keep this as quick as possible for me, Asherella. But I want to say, first of all, the song Bullet with Butterfly Wings, there are lyrics all over that thing that are just ripe for memeing. So there's a few that are super obvious, and had nobody ever done this before, I would be like, what the hell is wrong with the world? But we've got to start off with a bullet meme, and this one is going to be like the most obvious of the batch, but it is also one of the most hilarious of the batch. And we have Mr. Nicolas Cage in a relatively compromising position. We have a Muppet, like, mouse guy approaching Mr. Nicolas Cage in this relatively compromising position. And it says at the top, despite all my rage. Like, I shouldn't have to finish this or say it for you or fill in the blank for you, but I'm gonna anyway, just in case you do not know the Pumpkins at all. But the line of the song is, despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. So, you put it together now, and if you don't get it, you're too young to be on this video, so get out of here. Also, if you don't know, okay, the song Bullet with Butterfly Wings is the World is a Vampire song. Like, people that don't know the Pumpkins, like, much at all, that have heard that song, they definitely don't know the name is Bullet with Butterfly Wings. So that is the song that this is referencing, and The World is Vampire. That's all the same song. Okay, next up we have the Change My Mind guy, and we have Billy's face superimposed over it, and his sign simply states the world is a vampire. Change my mind. Not super hilarious, kind of obvious, but still respectable. Okay, next up, this one is not a meme, but it's still pretty funny, and it's something that I just want to talk about briefly. Okay, like, way back in the 90s, there was an episode of The Simpsons, and it was called Homer Palooza. And in this episode of The Simpsons, Homer is hired to work, like, the Lollapalooza tour as, like, kind of like a carny, like a sideshow person. I can't remember if they're shooting him out of a cannon or if they are shooting cannonballs at him. It's been a long time since I've seen that episode. But basic premise, Homer gets a job working on the Lollapalooza tour. And this is at the time when the Pumpkins were a part of the Lollapalooza tour. And we have Mr. Corgan. And oh my god, this is so old. Billy Corgan still has hair when the Simpsons episode came out. I don't know what season or what episode it is, but I will find out and put it on the screen. So if you have any desire to watch Homerpalooza, you can look it up easily. But it's Billy Corgan. He's like shaking Homer's hand. Billy Corgan smashing pumpkins. And then you have Homer Simpson smiling politely. Like, I just think that humor is, like, funny AF. Like, I don't know. Okay, and this next one, it hurts my feelings a little bit. Not really, but, we have Mr. Corgan, and this one, I don't like it because it's poking at Billy's age-related weight gain, and it's like, everybody gains a little bit of weight when they get older. Billy Corgan is not fat by any means, and I've honestly seen pictures of him where he looks, like, fluffier than this, but it makes me mad that, like, people are, like, saying Billy Corgan's fat. Like, I'm gonna go kick their ass. But, anyway, it says, smashing pumpkins and eating them in a pie. You jerk-face a-holes. Okay. Okay. If I can stop laughing long enough for this one, this is not a meme. This is an actual magazine cover. There is a magazine out of Chicago that is called Paul's Chicago Magazine. Now, okay, this one has, Billy on it, on the cover, and he is holding two cats because Billy Corgan is a cat enthusiast, and this magazine is for cat enthusiasts out of Chicago. And the headline just makes it even funnier. It says, Smashing Pumpkins frontman Billy Corgan's Siamese dream. Paul Chicago alum Sammy and Mr. Tom. So, like, and this is not Billy's first collab with Paul Chicago magazine. Like, he really loves his kitties. Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys and Billy would get along. They both love kitties. It's just really silly. I don't know why it makes me laugh so hard. Because I love Billy Corgan, and I don't care how many covers of cat magazines he's on. I am still going to love the fuck out of him, right? But it's pretty hilarious. Like, Billy Corgan, like, 90s alternative, like, legendary rock star, and then his kitties on the cover of the kitty magazine. Alright, everybody has their something, right? Okay, and next up, this is the second to last one. I'm trying to keep this video short, but I had to throw this in. It's not the best, but I had to throw it in there for all my Cobra Kai brethren out there. If that is you, you know who you are, and this one is dedicated especially to you, my bros. Okay, so we've got a scene from Karate Kid, and it's the back of Johnny Lawrence, who we now know as Sensei Johnny Lawrence. And then we also have a young Kreese, or Sensei Kreese. And the caption simply says, for the last time, Billy Corgan is the Smashing Pumpkins. I can't argue with that, y'all. Like, I mean, Billy Corgan is the Smashing Pumpkins. Like, if Billy were to, like, fall out tomorrow and we had James and Jimmy, that's the only two left of the original lineup together, it would not be the same. It would not be the same. Now, I'm not saying that the original Pumpkins, Jimmy Chamberlain, James Iha, and Darcy, I'm not saying that they did not contribute, because they certainly, most freaking definitely, had a significant role in who the Pumpkins are today. But Billy is the heart and soul, and, like, he is the heart, the soul, the blood, the backbone, the everything of the Pumpkins. Now, Jimmy Chamberlain is an amazing drummer, Like, he has an intensity to his drumming that, like, not all drummers have, and you're not gonna find with just any old band. I think that if Jimmy had not been around, you know, in the beginning, the Pumpkins would not be who they are. Like, dude, if you listen to Siamese Dream and you listen to some of the tracks on there, it's just, like, intense. Like, the drumming is just so intense, and it's amazing. It contributes to the overall, oh my god, and why I love the Pumpkins so much. James has definitely played his role too, and like Darcy, like, she's the reason I started playing bass when I was a little girl. You know, like, I wanted to be like Darcy, like a female bass player. But yeah, like I was saying, I love James too. And just a little, like, not even backdoor brag, like a, hey, I want the world to know this brag. Jimmy Chamberlain has liked some of my Instagram photos. Billy Corgan has liked some of my Instagram stories. Billy has shared a photo of me, Ms. Original Asherella, on his Instagram story, and the official Smashing Pumpkins account on Instagram has shared some pictures I have taken of the band on their Instagram story. So yeah, I am basically like a member of the band at this point. Yeah, great. But I have one more for you guys, and this is one of my favorites. Ever, and of all time ever, because it's just so ridiculous and so funny. We have Billy. You think flat earthers are stupid? This guy thinks the world is a vampire. I've shared that one in a video before, I'm pretty sure, but it's classic, it's great, it's funny, it's clever. I love it so much. And because flat earthers really are freaking stupid. Really quick story. There's this place that I go in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. It's like North Myrtle. It's actually Cherry Grove, South Carolina. Like on the beach. And there's a resort that my family and I always stay at. And there's this guy who is always out there on the beach. Like every time I've been. And he's a flat earther. And he has this Lexus that he has like these YouTube logos all over. And it says YouTube Truths. And he just hangs out on the beach all day and tries to convince people that the world is flat. But his main argument is, actually, I'm not even going to get into that right now. I'm going to do a whole video on that. Because it's ridiculous and it's really funny. But, yeah, so this guy thinks the world is a vampire. One more thing about Billy Corgan and his love for his kitty cats. The song Lily on Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, this album right here, I find it horribly romantic, even though it is about, well, if you listen and break down the lyrics, it sounds like it's about a guy stalking a girl. And I've had to deal with some stalky kind of stuff. Not me stalking people, but being stalked a little bit. Which is weird that I find it just, I guess it's because it's the Pumpkins. If it was like anybody else or IRL, I would probably find it creepy AF and be getting a restraining order. But the song Lily, like one of the lyrics in it is, it's like, I'm hanging in this tree in the hopes that she will catch a glimpse of me, and through her window shade, I watch her shadow move. And it's about like this guy stalking, like watching this girl like through a window. But Billy Corgan's cat at the time was named Lily, and he wrote the song about his cat. Just a fun little side note. But alrighty, y'all, I guess that is it for today's video. I am Asherella. I am Original Asherella, and this is my channel of the same name, Original Asherella. Let me know what you think of my Smashing Pumpkins thing here. Should I leave it as a permanent part of my set? Tell me down in the comments below. If you don't subscribe, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Gently, oh so gently press the notification bell. Leave me a like, leave me multiple comments, not just one. Leave me lots. Follow me on my social media accounts. Always tap in, never ever tap out, and keep on slaying like a Saiyan.